and who's winning 2024? In this episode, we are going to break down in the sixth phase the number of constituencies. Yes, this is 58 of the constituencies that are going to poll in 7 states and union territories of our country. Let's quickly also take a look at the 2019 results that had taken place in phase 6, the number of constituencies in the states that went to poll, and who is it that won the maximum number of seats. So here's a look at the 2019 overall seat share in phase 6, where 58 of the seats that went to poll. BJP had the maximum number of seats with 41 of them in its kitty. It was the BSP with 4 seats, TMC with 3 seats, BJD in Odisha had 4 seats. And let's take a look at the Congress and the other parties as well. Congress did not open its account in phase 6 where 58 seats went to poll. JDU had 3 seats, JLP in Bihar had 1 seat, National Conference in Jammu and Kashmir had 1 seat, and AJSU had 1 seat. So here's a look, like I said, the overall picture. Let's now also focus on the state-wise number of constituencies that went to poll and who were these political parties that won the election. This is Bihar, where there were 8 of the 40 seats that went to poll in phase 6. BJP won 4 of the seats, JDU won 3, LJP won 1. This was all BJP, JDU and LJP were constituent of the NDA. RJD won 0, Congress also won 0 in phase 6 of the 8 seats that went to poll in 2019 in Bihar. Shifting our focus to Haryana, phase 6, all the 10 of the seats went to poll in a single phase in Haryana. BJP got 10 out of 10 seats, Congress 0, JJP 0, BSP 0. Other political parties in the fray also did not open their account. Let's take a look at Jharkhand now. 6th phase, 4 of the 14 seats went to poll in Jharkhand. BJP got 3 seats, Congress 0, JMM 0 and AJSU got 1 seat. Shifting our focus to the next seat, Jammu and Kashmir. There was 1 out of the 5 seats in erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir that went to poll. National Conference got 1 seat. BJP, Congress and the PDP did not gain any of the seats. In phase 6 in Odisha, 6 of the 21 seats went to poll. BJD won 4, BJP won 2, Congress did not win any of those seats. Let's shift our focus to Uttar Pradesh. There were 14 of the 80 seats that went to poll in phase 6 in 2019 election. BJP won 10 of the 14 seats, ADS won 0, BSP won 4, Samajwadi Party 0, RLD 0, even the Congress was 0. Okay. In West Bengal, there were 8 of the 42 seats that were in the fray in phase 6, and it was the TMC that won 3 of the seats. BJP won 5. Congress and the CPIM did not win any of the seats. Delhi, 7 of the 7 seats went to poll in 6th phase. BJP won all the 7. Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party did not win any of the 7 seats. All right, now let's take a look at the key constituencies and their star candidates in this year's, in 2024 election, Lok Sabha election. Dharmendra Pradhan, BJP, Sambalpur in Odisha. That's the seat that BJP is eyeing for. It is looking to win. Manoj Tiwari from the BJP, Northeast Delhi seat. So that's a tight competition between the Congress and Manoj Tiwari. Will he be able to once again win the election? It remains to be seen. Baswari Swaraj, new entrant, BJP, New Delhi. She has taken over the previous contender from the BJP, and she is fighting the election this time around. Remains to be seen if she is going to be winning the election. Kanhaiya Kumar from the Congress. He is in the fray from the Congress's side in Northeast Delhi against Manoj Tiwari. Will he be able to defeat the 3-time Member of Parliament Manoj Tiwari from this constituency? Remains to be seen. Next, we have Menaka Gandhi, BJP, Sultanpur in Uttar Pradesh, star candidate for the BJP. She has been winning elections for the BJP time and again, and this time around she is fighting from Sultanpur in Uttar Pradesh. Next, we have Mehbooba Mufti, 1 seat going to poll in Anantnag in Jammu and Kashmir. She's from the PDP. Whether she'll win or not, We will find out soon. Next up is Abhijit Gangopadhyay, BJP. He is fighting from West Bengal in Tamluk constituency. He is a judge and now he has shifted gears and joined the BJP. This is going to be his first election in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. We have Naveen Jindal, businessman and a politician. He joined the BJP just a few months ago. He's fighting from Kurukshetra in Haryana. Will he be able to get a seat win from this constituency? We'll have to find out. Next up, all right, now the voter turnout. When we compare the voter turnout in the last 5 Lok Sabha phase elections that have taken place. Phase 1, we have a voter turnout of 66.14%. Phase 2 at 66.71%, which increased a few percentage points. Phase 3 at 65.68%. The number reduced by about 1%. Phase 4 was 67.25%. Phase 5 is reduced again to 62.15%. Voter turnout in Phase 1, there were as many as 102 constituencies. We already take a look at the voter turnout at 66.14% in these 102 constituencies. Taking a look at Phase 2, there were 89 constituencies that went to poll in Phase 2, 66.171% of the voter turnout. This has been the maximum voter turnout in any of the 5 phases that have now been finished. Phase 3, 94 constituencies, 65.68% of the voter turnout. Let's take a look at Phase 4. There were 96 constituencies in Phase 4 as well. 67.25% was the voter turnout. And finally, Phase 5, 62.15%. The least number of people who came out to vote was in Phase 5, 49 of the constituencies that went to poll. All right, on that note, now that we have taken a look at the numbers and the number of constituencies and the statistics that we have formed, can we really, at this point of time, see a pattern and then perhaps forecast what it is going to be in Phase 6 when the elections take place? That is going to be tomorrow. Let's start my conversation with Deshratan Nigam. And sir, your response, particularly I start with the number of voters that has been shrinking as the phases have completed. Phase 5 had a reduced number of 62.15% voters that came out to vote.
Well, Megha, in fact, if you look at the first 3 phases, in the initial phases, 3% went down. In the second phase, it's about 2.5%. And the third, it was about 1%. So gradually it is increasing. On the other hand, the number of voters have increased. The percentage may have gone down, but in absolute numbers, the voters have increased because of the addition of new voters. And they probably must have come in huge numbers. So that marginal decrease in the vote share will probably be taken care by the increase in the number of voters in absolute numbers. So that marginal, decrease will not make much of a difference. And third, if you look at it from the point of view of number of seats, out of 58 seats going, 41 were with BJP. These are BJP strongholds by and large. And we don't see any anti-incumbency. That is one thing we have not noticed on the ground. It is pro-incumbency, and if you have to, topple a particular government, and given the BJP's vote share, there needs to be a minimum of 10 to 15% swing away from the BJP, which is not happening. We have not seen anybody talking about anti-incumbency. The general population, TV debates, people take their respective lines because of the ideology. But however, on the grounds, we have not heard about anti-incumbency. So by and large, people are there. More and more people, if you recall, BJP started its campaign at least 6-7 months back, although the preparations continues throughout the year after year. But 7 months back, they started enrolling more people into various schemes. They asked their cadre to go and enroll more number of people into various schemes. Okay. So that probably is going to give a lot of advantage. Okay. The 41 seat out of 58 is a huge, number, and the gaps that BSP only had 4, TMC 3, BJD 4, Congress was 0, JDU 3, National Conference 1, AJSU 1, as you rightly pointed out. So the difference is huge, and in the absence of any anti-incumbency and lack of vision on part of the opposition, that the whole purpose is to defeat Mr. Modi or BJP without an alternative vision.
Okay, all
That
right.
is one thing.
Okay,
They
fair
pick
enough.
up
Fair enough, sir. Advocate Manasvi Thapar, I'm going to go, there are 7 states or union territories that are going to poll, and the one state that is going to poll in all the 10 seats is Haryana. How do you view the state of affairs in Haryana? BJP was able to win all the 10 seats. It swept the elections. But this time around, there have been 2 main issues. One was the farmer protest, and the other one, the wrestlers' agitation that impacted Punjab and particularly Haryana. Will this be reflective in the way people vote for the BJP or do not vote for the BJP this time around?
See, this in 2019, these were not the issues. In 2024, these would be an issue. 2019, we had that farmers thing issue there right now, but this time it is the farmers plus the wrestlers issue, and this may touch base on the BJP's vote bank of it, but the counter narrative has to come out. That counter narrative from the side of the opposition is not so strong that it can deviate that vote bank into converting into seats. So I feel that BJP may not get 10 out of 10, but at least 8 is something which BJP can go about it, and 2 seats may go to the opposition, Congress mostly. So that is that segment of it. So definitely the vote share of BJP is going to reduce in Haryana. The major effect is the ladies who fought against the BJP in the wrestling issue. That's going to be a major factor for the BJP, which they could not damage control. Which I understand BJP is a party which understands the optics very well, which understands how to control the damage which has been done. But this particular issue, I don't know why they kept it burning. I don't know why Brij Bhushan it was so important for BJP, why his son or his family is so important for BJP that they could not get away with that. So this particular factor could damage BJP, or BJP does not think Haryana is very important for them as a state, as 10 seats are not very important, or they feel that it only affects 2 to 3 seats only. So that's why they didn't give any kind of heat, which they generally give to elections, which generally they give to every seat. That is something which is missing on from the side of the BJP.
Okay,
so
all right. Okay. Advocate Gyanendra Mishra, what do you view? How do you view the situation on the ground in Haryana? The BJP is on a shaky wicket when it comes to the assembly state of affairs. In the state of affairs in Haryana, we saw that the number of MLAs from the BJP decided to move away from the BJP and join the Congress just a few weeks ago. Is this going to be impactful in the number of seats BJP wins this time around in Haryana?
So, Megha, in my view, Haryana is one of the states which is going to throw one of the biggest surprise in this election. And I don't subscribe to this view that the opposition has not been able to provide any counter narrative. And therefore, in spite of such a huge dissent against the BJP, the voter has no choice and ultimately go and vote for BJP. I fail to understand this logic. When you look at Haryana, you just look at all the factors. The first and foremost important factor is the Jat sentiment. Jat is a predominant community in Haryana, and there is a widespread kind of an unanimity amongst the Jat community not to vote for BJP. And there are multiple reasons behind it. And the 2 or 3 topmost reason is one, of course, is the farmer agitation and the way the agitation was handled, the way the farmers were called terrorists, the way the farmers were called the anti-social elements, separatist elements, and whatnot, and the way they were brutally treated in terms of, everybody has seen Asru gas and bombing through the drones and etc., etc. And there was no reason because they were simply demanding that they want to march to Delhi.
Okay.
And then obviously the agitation by the Olympic wrestlers, where some shocking incidents came out, but there was a total silence on the top leadership of BJP. There was delay, and the police was not even ready to register an FIR unless the Supreme Court intervened. They were not ready to even lodge an FIR. There
Okay.
has never
Okay. So
been an arrest.
are all these issues going to then adversely impact BJP's chances? Is the question.
And
also,
just to see.
yeah, I'm going to come back,
just
sir.
to get
I have very little time. I have only about 5 minutes. I want to include other panelists as well. Yuvraj Pokhran, let's come to the discussion on Delhi. High stakes battle over here, particularly a prestige battle for the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, who's claiming that he has gotten an absolute popularity in support that is being shown by the people of Delhi. But can he convert it to votes? Because last two times, it has been the BJP that has been sweeping the elections in Delhi.
And am I audible?
Yeah.
Frankly, Aam Aadmi Party led by Mr. Kejriwal is a no player and misnomer in the national polity because they tend to lose deposits in almost more than 99% of the seats. And in fact, Nota gets more votes than Aam Aadmi Party. Having said that, Aam Aadmi Party is now turning to be or press conference party. Aaj or press conference party. So as a well-wisher, as a citizen of India, I pray that Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party should focus on the elections as well as the administration. But their entire focus is on unwanted, unfounded controversies and press conference. And Delhi, to me, seems like a testing ground for the BJP. I'll tell you how, and that too very quickly. Parivarvad is one of the major planks of elections post 2014. BJP has decided to field Bansuri Swaraj against an Aam Aadmi Party veteran, Somnath Bharti. So that is one. Second, nationalism is one of the major planks that woos the voter, that buys BJP a lot of votes. And the North Delhi seats is a testimony of a nationalism plank that the seat is witnessing. Manoj Tiwari, who I remember, is a very blue-eyed boy of the Hindutva heartland. And against Kanhaiya Kumar, who is infamously deemed as the Tukde gang. So to me, Delhi is a testing ground. They are testing the plank of nationalism. They are testing the plank of Parivarvad or the young leadership, the next gen leadership, whatever you like to call it.
Yuvraj, the point that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a rally yesterday in Delhi and day before yesterday. And he has been scathing in his attack on the Congress, and there was no mention whatsoever of Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal. So is this a clarity being given by the BJP that, listen, Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party are no competition whatsoever for the BJP. It is BJP against the Congress when it comes to the national issues, or even when you talk about this Delhi, even when you talk about the Delhi election.
Megha, as they say, when it's election, take politicians with a pinch of salt. And I take them with a lot of salt, not just a pinch, but a bucket of salt. But when it is about Kejriwal or Delhi, there is an interesting facet. The Dotted India Alliance runs with Congress and Aam Aadmi Party with the coalition of them. But when Mr. Rahul Gandhi, not long back, but just 5 to 6 days ago, held a rally in Delhi, even Arvind Kejriwal was not even invited. He was not extended an invitation to state the share and dais with Rahul Gandhi. And on the same day, Kejriwal was rallying for JMM in Jharkhand. So this sums up the story. The allies
but
are
Arvind
not even...
Kejriwal has been invited. He was sharing the stage with Mallikarjun Kharge in Mumbai. Not just that, Sunita Kejriwal was sharing the stage with all the India Alliance members. And Kharge and Rahul were all part of it when the Ranchi rally happened. So there must be ironing out the differences at the start of the alliance that was being built, but now they'll seem and look like to be very, very confident and together and united. At least they're putting up a front, united front over there. Rahul Gandhi coming out and saying that he will press the ballot for Arvind Kejriwal, and while Arvind Kejriwal will be pressing the ballot for Congress when the 7 seats come to poll in tomorrow in Delhi. All right. Quickly then, one quick point from Deshadan Nigam before I wrap this up. Now, also talking about, Odisha is an interesting state to look out for. Here it has been the BJD that has been traditionally winning seats. This time around, BJP has upped the ante. We have seen in the past that the BJD joins hands with the BJP, becomes part of the NDA after the elections results come out. Do you think there can be the BJP that can this time around push the narrative in its favor?
Yes, Megha, in fact, BJP is hoping to do quite well in Odisha, much better than the last time. And it also appears that we know the kind of understanding that the BJD and the BJP have out there, because assembly goes in the favor of BJD and the Lok Sabha elections in favor of the BJP. And after that, there is the BJP has always got the support of the BJD. So that kind of situation is there. But this time, BJP is up the ante. It is trying to, create its own space in the assembly field also, and also trying to be the number one party in Lok Sabha elections out there. So I think the BJP is very clear so far as Odisha is concerned, and the impact from the adjoining states of West Bengal and the Andhra, Telangana is also impacting, because these are the places where BJP is looking, or the NDA is looking to be the number one party.
Yeah, not to mention, the big ticket star candidates. One is Dharmendra Pradhan. He is in the fray once again after Rajya Sabha elections that he has won in the past. Now he is fighting once again the Lok Sabha election from Sambalpur. The other one, big Sambit Patra, again fighting from Puri. Remember, he had lost by a margin of very few votes. And this time around, once again, a bet that has been placed by the BJP on Sambit Patra. I'm out of time. I thank all of you for joining me on the telecast.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.